Imagine this. You are 28 years old. You are a successful software engineer, stable, kind, and finally ready to settle down. You meet the girl of your dreams at a local coffee shop. She has a laugh that lights up the room and eyes that promise forever. You fall hard. 6 months in, over a casual dinner, she drops the bomb. She is pregnant. Your heart explodes with joy. You don't hesitate. You drop to one knee right there on the pavement, ring in hand, promising to take care of her and the baby. Fast forward 9 months. You are in the delivery room. Tears streaming down your face, holding a tiny hand and signing that birth certificate. You are officially daddy. But what if I told you that baby wasn't yours? What if I told you that the entire timeline, the morning sickness, the dates, it was all a mathematical impossibility? And the day you find out, it doesn't just break you, it breaks the internet. 50 million views, death threats, a revenge plot that flips the script on every cheater watching this video right now. This is the true story of Alex Harlan and the fake family that almost destroyed him. Buckle up, because by the end of this story, you will be screaming for justice. Let's rewind the clock to 2023. Meet Alex Harlan. He is fresh off a massive promotion at TechNova in Seattle, making 6 figures, driving a decent car, and completely miserable. He has been single for 3 years after a college breakup that left him cynical. He's scrolling through Hinge every night in an empty apartment, dreaming of stability. He doesn't want a fling. He wants a legacy. Enter Mia Reynolds. She is 26, a yoga instructor with sun-kissed hair and a vibe that feels like a warm Sunday morning. They match over a shared love of indie coffee and terrible 80s action movies. Their first date is at Pike Place Market. The streets are slick with rain, the air smells like salt and roasted nuts, and she steals his fries while laughing at his jokes. It is electric. By date 3, they are exclusive. Alex thinks, this is it. This is the woman I build a life with. But Mia has layers. She's vulnerable. She opens up early about a broken home, an absent father, and a mother who struggled on welfare. She tells him one night, curled up on his couch, I just want the fairy tale, Alex. I want to be safe. Alex, being the classic fixer with a savior complex, vows internally right then and there to be her rock. He will never let her down like the others did. 3 months pass. It is a blur of honeymoon phase bliss. Then, over takeout sushi on a Tuesday, everything shifts. Mia hesitates. She puts down her chopsticks, her hand trembling. She looks him in the eye and blurts out, Alex, I'm pregnant. The room spins. For a second, Alex is terrified. But then that joy hits him like a freight train. Our baby? He gasps. She nods, tears welling in her eyes. She tells him she is due in 7 months. Alex goes all in. He doesn't just step up, he takes over. He proposes that weekend during a picnic in Discovery Park, the ring hidden inside a thermos of coffee. She screams yes, she cries. Social media explodes with the hashtag Harlan Hearts. Friends toasted engagement parties. Alex spends his weekends remodeling the spare room into a nursery. He paints the walls a soft sage green, buys a crib through Etsy, and folds tiny onesies with a reverence usually reserved for religious artifacts. He even starts a daddy diary app on his phone, religiously logging her cravings, the baby's kicks, and his own hopes for their future son or daughter. Mia glows. She is the picture of the happy, expectant mother. Sure, there are small things. Morning sickness that seems to vanish the second they arrive at parties, or doctor visits she accidentally forgets to invite him to. She waves it off as pregnancy brain or hormones. Alex, blind in love and high on the prospect of fatherhood, ignores the red flags. He sees what he wants to see. Cut to the hospital delivery room, July 15th, 2024. Little Emma arrives, 7 pounds, pink and perfect. Alex cuts the cord. He sobs into Mia's sweaty hair, whispering, "Thank you." The nurse hands him the clipboard with the birth certificate. The line reads, Father Alexander Harlan. He signs it without blinking. The ink dries, sealing his fate. That night, he posts the first family picture. Our miracle. #ProudPapa. It gets 2,000 likes. He thinks he has reached the peak of his life. He has no idea. He just signed a contract with the devil. Fast forward 3 months. Fatherhood is a grind, but Alex is thriving in the chaos. He is the guy up at 3 a.m., heating bottles, changing diapers with the precision of a bomb disposal expert, and singing off-key lullabies to get Emma back to sleep. He loves it. He loves her. But Mia? Mia is different. The glowing, pregnant goddess is gone, replaced by someone cold, distant, and perpetually annoyed. She claims it is postpartum depression, and Alex wants to believe her because he is a good man. He suggests therapy, he offers to hire a night nurse, but she refuses. Instead, she starts spending more time on her phone. She is reconnecting with old friends, she says. Her nights out stretch longer. Alex is working late to cover the mounting bills, because let's be honest, raising a child in Seattle isn't cheap, while Mia is posting Instagram reels from downtown bars. Her captions sting, single mom vibes, followed by a laughing emoji. When Alex confronts her, she rolls her eyes. "It's just a joke, Alex. God, you're so sensitive." Then the whispers start. It begins at a family gathering, a belated baby shower for a cousin. Alex is holding Emma, bouncing around his hip, when Mia's Aunt Karen, a woman with zero filter and too much Chardonnay, corners him. She peers at the baby, tilts her head and frowns. "You know, Emma's eyes, they don't look like yours, Alex. They look just like Mia's ex Jake. You know, that tattooed gym rat she was obsessed with?" The room goes quiet. Alex laughs it off. He forces a smile and says, "Must be a coincidence, Karen." But the seed is planted. It burrows into his brain like a parasite. Later that night, Emma's colic is bad. She is screaming, red-faced, arching her back. Mia snaps. She isn't comforting the baby, she is yelling at Alex. "She's fussy because you're hovering. You're suffocating us." The argument ends with Mia storming out for a drive to cool off. Alex is left alone in the nursery. The silence of the house feels heavy. He pulls out his phone. He knows he shouldn't do it. It is petty, it is insecure, but he does it anyway. He searches for Jake. Mia has blocked Jake, so Alex logs into an old, unused account to bypass the wall. He finds him. Jake is exactly as described. Tattoos, muscles, that bad boy smirk that screams trouble. Alex scrolls. He scrolls back months, and then he sees it. A photo from last year. Jake is at a dive bar holding a beer. In the background, reflected in the mirror behind the bar, is a woman, blonde hair. That specific green jacket. It's Mia. He checks the date. It was posted 1 month after Mia claimed she was pregnant. 1 month after they were supposed to be exclusive. He does the math in his head. If she was with Jake then and the baby came early, the timeline gets blurry. It gets messy. When Mia comes home, smelling faintly of peppermint gum like she is trying to hide something, Alex confronts her, softly. "Babe, Emma's 3 months old. I just need to know, when did you last see Jake?" Mia freezes. For a split second, the mask slips. Pure panic. Then she melts into tears. Weaponized tears. "It was one mistake before we got serious. He means nothing. He's out of the picture." Alex wants to believe her. He looks at his daughter sleeping in the crib and he decides to bury the doubt. He buys Mia flowers the next day. He books a couples therapy session. He tells himself he's crazy. But the doubt doesn't die. It festers. The holidays hit and the tension in the Harlan household is thick enough to choke on. They go to Thanksgiving at Mia's mother's house. The air is stale, smelling of overcooked turkey and secrets. Everyone seems to be looking at Alex with pity, or maybe it's amusement. He can't tell anymore. He feels like an outsider in his own family. Dinner is awkward, but the real blow comes during drinks afterwards. Mia's cousin, the same one who hosted the baby shower, is drunk again. She slaps Alex on the back, leaning way too close. "You're a good guy, Alex," she whispers, her breath hot on his ear. "Seriously, Mia really dodged a bullet dumping Jake for you. That guy was a train wreck. But hey, you got the house, right? You got the stability." Laughter dies in Alex's throat. You got the stability. Not she loves you, not your soulmates. You are the stability. You are the wallet. You are the safety net. Alex excuses himself. He locks the bathroom door, turns on the tap to drown out the noise, and dry heaves into the sink. He looks at himself in the mirror. He looks 10 years older. He washes his face, walks back out, and pretends everything is fine. But the investigator in him has officially awakened. New Year's Eve, 2025. This is the rock bottom tease. They're watching the ball drop on TV. Mia leaves her phone on the coffee table to go to the kitchen for champagne. It buzzes. Once, twice. Alex glances down. The screen lights up. A text notification. But it's not a name. It's a saved contact. Jim Babe. The message reads, "Miss you. Come over later." Alex's heart hammers against his ribs. He swipes the notification. Deleted. He doesn't unlock the phone. He doesn't scream. He doesn't flip the table. He sits there, stone-faced, as Mia walks back in with 2 flutes of cheap bubbly. "Happy New Year, babe," she chirps, kissing his cheek. He kisses her back. "Happy New Year," he says. His voice is hollow. That night, while Mia sleeps soundly, Alex doesn't. He ghosts into research mode. He is up until 4 a.m. on Reddit. He finds the subreddit r paternity fraud. He reads thread after thread, horror stories of men who raised children for 10, 15 years only to find out they were living a lie. Men bankrupted by child support for kids that weren't theirs, suicide notes, legal nightmares. One comment sticks out to him. "If you have a hunch, you're usually right. Get a DNA test. Do it now. Do it before you sign anything else." "Get a DNA test," the internet screams at him. Alex opens a private browsing window. He goes to Amazon. He finds a home paternity test kit. $199. Discreet shipping. He clicks Buy Now. His hand is shaking so bad he almost drops the mouse. He hides the confirmation email. 2 days later, the package arrives. He intercepts the mailman before Mia can see it. He hides the kid in his sock drawer beneath the winter wools he never wears. Meanwhile, Mia is ramping up the pressure. She is sensing him pulling away, so she is trying to lock him down harder. "We really should open a joint bank account, Alex," she says over breakfast, "and we need to put my name on the house deed for Emma's security." The audacity is breathtaking. She wants legal ownership of his assets while texting her ex. Alex plays along. "Sure, babe. I'll set up the appointment next week." He lies through his teeth. January 10th. Mia takes a long shower. This is his window. Alex creeps into the nursery. Emma is napping, looking like an angel. The guilt hits him, a physical blow to the gut. What if I'm wrong, he thinks. If I'm wrong, I'm a monster. But then he remembers the text, "Miss you." He takes the swab out of the sterile wrapper. He gently rubs it against the inside of Emma's cheek. She stirs but doesn't wake. He seals it in the tube. His heart is racing so fast he thinks he might pass out. He puts the tube in the prepaid envelope and runs out to the mailbox. He drops it in. Clank. It's done. Results are due in 5 to 7 business days. Now the waiting game begins. Alex goes back inside, washes his hands, and walks into the kitchen. Mia is there, drying her hair. She looks at him, eyes narrowing slightly. "You're acting weird, Alex. Is something wrong?" Alex looks her dead in the eye and smiles the coldest smile of his life. "Just tired, love. Just tired." January 17th, 2025. The day the world ends. Alex wakes up to the sound of rain lashing against the Seattle windows. A gray, relentless downpour that feels like the sky is sweating. It's 7:03 a.m. Mia is still asleep beside him, breathing softly, her hand curled under her pillow. From the other room, the baby monitor crackles with Emma's morning coos. Then, his phone vibrates on the nightstand. A single email notification. Sender, Gene Truth Labs. Subject, your paternity results are ready. Alex freezes. His blood turns to ice water. He grabs the phone, slides out of bed, and locks himself in the bathroom. He sits on the edge of the tub, hands shaking so violently he almost drops the device. He stares at the screen. This is it. The red pill or the blue pill. He taps the link. The page loads. Buffering. Buffering. Those 3 seconds feel like 3 lifetimes. Then, the text renders. Probability of paternity, 0.00%. Conclusion, not the biological father. Sound, high-pitched tinnitus ringing that drowns out the rain. Alex stops breathing. He reads it again. And again. 0%. Not a margin of error. Not a maybe. 0. He stumbles to the sink and dry heaves. Nothing comes out but a guttural sob that he chokes back before it wakes Mia. He looks in the mirror, but he doesn't recognize the man staring back. That man is a ghost. That man is a fool. Flashes of the last 2 years bombard his brain like a strobe light. The proposal in the park? A lie. The tears she cried when she told him she was pregnant? Performance art. Signing the birth certificate? Fraud. Every daddy scrolled on a bottle, every late-night feeding, every dollar spent on cribs and diapers, it was all theft. His mind starts racing, connecting the dots he was too blind to see before. The math finally makes sense. Jake. The bar photo? She was sleeping with Jake. She got pregnant. Jake, the broke gym rat, couldn't pay for a baby, so she panicked. She looked at Alex, the stable engineer, the nice guy, and saw a walking ATM. She faked the timeline. She likely edited the dates on the early ultrasounds, a simple Photoshop job. She used his health insurance. She used his savings for maternity spa trips that were probably rendezvous with Jake. She didn't just cheat, she conscripted him into a life that wasn't his. She stole his name. She stole his future. Rage begins to boil in his stomach, not the hot, screaming kind of rage. This is different. This is cold. This is absolute zero. He washes his face with freezing water. He stares at his reflection until his eyes harden. He isn't going to cry anymore. He walks out of the bathroom. Mia is stirring. She stretches, smiles sleepily at him. "Good morning, babe. Can you get Emma? She's fussing." He looks at her. He looks at the woman who auctioned off his life for security. And he decides right then, he isn't going to confront her. Not yet. Confronting her gives her a chance to spin a story. No, he is going to destroy her. Alex walks into the kitchen and starts making pancakes. He whisks the batter with a rhythmic, terrifying calm. Sound, the rhythmic whisk, whisk, whisk sounds like a clock ticking down. Mia walks in, scrolling on her phone. "I have a girls' night tonight," she chirps, grabbing a piece of bacon. "Megan's birthday. I might be late." Girls' night. Code for Jake. Alex knows this now. "Sounds fun," Alex says. His voice is steady, steel wrapped in velvet. "You deserve a break." He watches her eat. He watches the way she doesn't look at him. She has no idea she is sitting across from her executioner. Once Mia leaves for the gym, Alex calls his office. "Family emergency," he tells his boss. "I won't be in." It's the truth. His family is an emergency because it doesn't exist. He gets in his car and drives to a park bench overlooking the sound. He pulls out his phone and opens the voice recorder app. He hits record. "My name is Alex Harlan, and everything I have is a lie. She stole my name. She put my name on a child that isn't mine to secure a paycheck. If something happens to me, check the DNA." He saves the file. Evidence item 1. Then he texts his brother Ethan. Ethan is a shark of a divorce lawyer, the kind of guy Alex usually thinks is too aggressive. Not anymore. "Alex, code red, paternity fraud. I have the test results, 0%. I need to go nuclear." Ethan, replying instantly, "Don't say a word to her. Get proof of the affair. Hard proof. Then we bury her." Get proof. 1 p.m. Alex is sitting in his car down the street from the daycare. He watches Mia's Honda pull up. She drops Emma off, on Alex's dime, of course. But instead of going to the grocery store like she claimed, she turns left, toward the highway. Alex follows. He keeps 2 cars between them, heart thundering against his ribs like a trapped bird. She drives 20 minutes out of town to a seedy motel off Route 99, the kind that places rents a room by the hour. She pulls into the lot, and there it is. The black pickup truck with the Jim Babe bumper sticker. Jake. Alex parks across the street, behind a dumpster. He pulls out his phone. He zooms in. Visual. Camera lens zooming through chain link fence, shaky handheld footage. He sees Mia get out of the car. She checks her makeup in the side mirror. Then the motel door opens. Jake steps out, shirtless, grinning. He grabs Mia by the waist. They kiss. It's not a peck. It's hungry, possessive. They laugh and disappear into room 204. Alex films it all. The license plates, the room number, the kiss. The timestamp, January 17th, 1:42 p.m. He records for 2 full minutes, ensuring the footage is indisputable in a court of law. He lowers the phone. He feels sick, but also powerful. He has the DNA. He has the video. He has the leverage. He drives home silently. He prepares dinner. He sets the table. He waits. Evening hits. The front door opens. Mia is back. She smells like motel soap and deception. She picks up Emma, cooing, "Did you miss Mommy?" Alex stands in the kitchen doorway, holding a spatula. "How was Megan's birthday?" "Oh, so fun." Mia lies effortlessly. Dinner is served. Roast chicken and vegetables. A domestic masterpiece. Alex places the plate in front of Mia. She smiles, picking up her fork, completely unaware that the guillotine is about to drop. Alex sits opposite her. He doesn't eat. He just watches. He waits until she takes the first bite, until she is comfortable. "Babe, we need to talk," he says. Mia keeps chewing, unbothered. "Can it wait? I'm starving. That spin class killed me." "No," Alex says. "It can't wait." He reaches into his back pocket. He pulls out the folded piece of paper, the DNA result. He slides it across the table, right past the salt shaker, until it rests next to her wine glass. "What is this?" she asks, annoyed. She wipes her mouth and picks it up. Alex watches her eyes scan the page. He sees the exact moment her soul leaves her body. Her face drains of color, turning the shade of spoiled milk. Her fork clatters onto the plate. The silence is deafening. "Alex," she stammers, her voice trembling. This is wrong. These labs make mistakes. I can explain." Alex leans forward, his voice calm, terrifyingly steady. "It's 0%, Mia. 0. And I know about the motel. I know about Jake. I have the video." Mia freezes. The denial dies in her throat. She looks at him, and for the first time, the sweet, innocent girl mask completely disintegrates. Her eyes go hard, nasty. "So what?" she spits out. "So what if it's Jake's? You think he could raise a kid? He lives in a trailer. You have the house, Alex. You have the job. I did this for us." "For us?" Alex laughs, a cold, hollow sound. "You did this for a paycheck. You lied to my face every single day for 2 years. You watched me cry in that delivery room. You let me sign a legal document for a child you knew wasn't mine." "I loved you," she screams, standing up, knocking her chair over. "I learned to love you. You were safe. You were stable. Jake is wild, but you were the good guy. Why do you have to ruin everything over biology?" "Because you auctioned off my life," Alex says, standing up slowly. "And now, I'm closing the account." He pulls out his phone. He has already dialed Ethan. He has already called the police non-emergency line an hour ago to report fraud and potential domestic escalation. They are en route. But then Mia snaps. She realizes the gravity of what is happening. She realizes the free ride is over. She lunges across the table, claws out, aiming for his face. "Give me the paper," she shrieks. "Delete the video." Alex dodges. He steps back into the living room, and he does the one thing she never expected. He opens TikTok. He hits Go Live. "Say hi to the world, Mia." The camera is rolling. Mia is screaming, throwing a vase, shouting that he's kidnapping their baby. Alex holds the phone steady. He narrates to the hundreds then thousands of people flooding into the stream. "This is my wife. She faked a pregnancy timeline. She forged paternity. And now that I found out the baby isn't mine, she is attacking me." The viewer count skyrockets, 10,000, 20,000. Comments are flying by faster than the eye can read. "Run, King! Call the cops! She's crazy!" Sirens wail in the distance. Blue and red lights flash through the front window. Mia stops. She looks at the window, then at the phone. She realizes she is being broadcast to the world. She collapses on the floor, sobbing, not out of guilt, but out of fear. The police burst in. Body cams on. They see the broken glass. They see a calm man holding a baby and a phone. They see a woman screaming incoherently. "Ma'am, step back," the officer commands. Alex hands them the paperwork, the DNA test, the affidavit he prepared with Ethan. "I'm pressing charges for paternity fraud and assault." They cuff her. As they drag Mia out the door, she's screaming at Alex, you promised to take care of us." Alex stands in the doorway, the cold rain hitting his face. He watches the squad car pull away. He looks down at his phone. The live stream has hit 50,000 concurrent viewers. The clip has already been screen recorded and posted to Twitter. It is trending. He ends the stream. Silence returns to the house, but it isn't empty. It is clean. The fallout isn't a storm. It is a hurricane. Alex's TikTok video doesn't just go viral, it becomes a cultural moment. 50 million views in 48 hours. The hashtag paternity purge trends worldwide. CNN, Fox News, podcasts, everyone wants to talk to the paternity purge warrior. Mia is out on bail, staying on her mother's couch. She tries to spin the narrative. She hires a lawyer and countersues for defamation, claiming Alex invaded her privacy. But she forgot one thing. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for a judge. The internet detectives go to work. They find her yoga studio. They find Jake. Jake, realizing the gravy train has derailed and he is now legally exposed, ghosts her. He blocks her number, but he can't block the law. Because Alex's lawyer, Ethan, pulls a masterstroke. Since the DNA proves Alex isn't the father, the court orders a paternity test for Jake. It's a match. Suddenly, Jake, the wild gym rat, is on the hook for 18 years of backdated and future child support. His wages are garnished. His truck is repossessed. And Mia? The defamation suit hits court. The jury watches the video, they see the DNA results, they see the bank statement showing she siphoned $15,000 of Alex's savings for baby expenses that went to designer bags and motel rooms. The judge, a no-nonsense mother of three, dismisses Mia's lawsuit with prejudice. She orders Mia to repay Alex every single cent plus legal fees. It totals over $50,000. Mia is bankrupt. Her reputation is incinerated. She's evicted from her apartment. The last Alex hears of her, she's working 2 waitress jobs in a town 3 states away, trying to outrun a name that is now synonymous with liar. Alex wins sole legal custody of Emma temporarily while social services sort out the placement. But he does something unexpected. He helps Emma's grandmother, Mia's mom, a decent woman who was also duped, gain custody of the girl. He sets up a trust fund for the girl. He isn't her father, but he's not a monster. He walks away clean. 6 months later, Alex is sitting on the porch of a cabin in Portland. He's off the grid. He looks healthy. He looks at peace. He launches a nonprofit called Truth Dads, funding DNA tests for men who have doubts but can't afford the fees. The GoFundMe hits $200,000 in a week. He records one final video for his channel. He looks directly into the lens. No anger, just absolute clarity. They tell you love is blind, and maybe it is. But trust? Trust should have 20/20 vision. If you are watching this and you have that gut feeling, do not ignore it. Do not let fear of the truth cost you your life. Because here's the thing about deception. Lies birth monsters, but the truth, it devours them whole. And that is the story of how Alex Harlan took back his life. If this story made your blood boil, hit that like button. It helps get this message out to the men who need to hear it. And I want to know in the comments, have you ever had a gut feeling that someone was lying to you? Did you act on it? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Trust, but verify. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.